Here we are again in Sandro and Steve
Life After Stroke
Talk Show. This morning we have another edition of our Q&A, and I think we have about 4 questions here from
so it's
people.
quite fully fun.
Yeah. And then there's one comment I'd like to read out to our audience. So stay tuned. Actually, this comment is for you and for me, Steve. From Martin. And this was sent to us, via our private messaging in our Twitter. And according to Martin, "Dear Sandro and Steve, I watch all your videos and look forward to each new ones you post. They are very relevant to me, and I can't thank you enough."
We've got one fan.
Yeah. "I think they are not only entertaining, but they are also very practical. So good luck to both of you."
Thank you. Was that Nigel, was it?
Martin. Thank you, Martin, for saying that. And these are what we like, for people to do, to make comments. If you don't like what we do, or you have any suggestions,
Now, don't worry. If we get a bad comment, Sandro will read it out. We're just reading out the good ones. That's the bad ones as well.
Yeah. If you have some bad comments, or anything you think we should be doing better.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, to
if you think we're posting too much on Twitter, tell us. We want, tell us the good things and the bad things.
Yeah. Thank you very much for that, Martin.
Thank you, Marty.
So now we'll crack on to the question and answer. First question here, actually from James again. And I think it's directed towards me, Steve.
Oh, dear.
According to James here, he said, "How long have you been a physio, and what made you like working with stroke?" Well, James, thank you for that question. I qualified, as physio from the Philippines way back in 1996, and have been practicing.
Good 20 years ago, Sandro.
Yeah,
good
21 years. I was practicing uninterrupted. That means I never had any career holiday or anything like that. I've always worked in my career as a physio, and since qualifying as a physio, I've always liked working with neuro cases, cases involving the brain, spinal cord, nerves. And also, along the course of my journey in my career, I've realized I really love treating people with stroke and brain injury. And so I tailored my practice so that I can get more cases, stroke cases and brain injury cases, and to develop my skill further into how it is now. And I think that's how it should be. We embark into a career, and the path we take normally takes us somewhere where our interests are taking us. So
I'm not, asking for like an answer. Does it take longer to be like a normal physio? Say if I pull a muscle in my leg, that sort of physio. Or to be a physio, what you do, or does it take the same amount of time to qualify?
When you qualify as a physio, you're just like a general practitioner. You're like going to practice almost all areas of physiotherapy. But as you practice on all these areas, eventually you develop preferences. You develop things that you like and enjoy doing more than others. So you try to tailor your practice into your kind of interest. And that's what happened to me. For some reason I became very interested in neuro cases, and particularly stroke and brain injury. And if there is any case presented to me, or opportunity to take any of these cases, I take them, I grab them, and do a very good job. And over the years, I improved my skill, my ability to treat, and so it brought me to where I am now.
Do a talk show.
And especially doing talk show.
That's good though, because you know what you're talking about, Sandro. You've had many patients. We're not just two random people just doing off the street. Sandro's got 20 years of experience. And I've actually had a stroke, so that's why we're doing talk shows, and get out there. Thank you. Was that from
James? From James.
Thank you, James.
And the next question here, from Karen.
Karen again.
There's actually many questions here, Steve, but we try to screen the questions, according to relevance, According to Karen here, I think this is for you, Steve. She said, "How was work after your stroke?"
Right.
That's from Karen. Steve, you want to answer that question?
I'd say when I had a stroke, work was brilliant for about 2-3 months, Sandro. At that particular time, we had I used to work with the bricks, making bricks in Peterborough.
Is that physical kind of work, Steve?
Well, it can be, Sandro. It's half and half. I was half in the computer and half the physio. I've done physio jobs there, physical jobs there before. Sorry, but at that particular time, not so much. But still like walking about, bending down and all that. So when I made my stroke, work was fine for a few months. We had a company nurse, and she come around after about 3 months to make sure I was all right, and saying, "Oh, don't worry, your job's safe," and all that. So I was all right. But as the time come towards the 1 year, she come back after about 11 months. She said, "I don't think they're going to keep you on." So they called me into work, and to be honest, Sandro, it was hard work to get down there. And so I went down there, see with the boss, excuse me, and they had somebody from the head office there from Ascot. So a couple hours drive. So I knew then, I knew they were going to finish me. So at that particular time, it was all right for about 10 months. But when coming up to the 1 year, right, they finished me, Sandro.
So did they pay you full pay for 10 months, Steve?
No, the thing what they done for the year I was off, all the holidays what I accumulated. They paid me, so it was about 8 weeks' wages. But if I was there for 28 years, Sandro, if I took redundancy come up, I would have got a lot more than that. So I left with a couple grand, Sandro, and not even a thank you. So after 28 years,
so they never even suggested to you to maybe relocate you to a different kind of job role where you can carry on to work, maybe office work, anything like that. Nothing, no discussion at all, anything like that.
Nothing at all. Like I said, there was it's only when you talk to people afterwards they could have done that for me, Sandro. Really, I'd have been all right. I was struggling for about a year, but in an office job, answer the phone or something like that, I'd have been all right. You know what I mean? But looking back on it, I think they treated me real bad, really.
Because they could have easily modified your work responsibilities.
Well, I heard that the people get paid money. The companies get paid money.
Because let's say, although you cannot anymore do any physical work, because obviously it will be harder for you to lift anything or up and down the stairs, or
I can write things down,
move stuff. But you can write down things, or you can even do computer work, keyboard or answer call, write emails,
and that's
paperwork, Steve. Paperwork,
to be honest,
sorting out documents,
To be honest, at that particular time, that would probably be good for me.
Lift
my mind, lift my brain. You know what I mean? But they couldn't wait to.
But they haven't done that.
No, they couldn't wait to get rid of me, Sandro. And after 28 years, I want
I don't know if our audience out there, have anything to say about your situation, Steve. Maybe people out there who have worked in HR, human resource.
Yeah.
And maybe you can advise Steve, It
was a woman actually from HR will come down to finish me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So but she might have not been educated in the disability. You know what I mean? But people out there might be. So if you are, give us a bell.
Yeah.
Either tweet us
tweet or
DM us.
Yeah, if you don't want your name to be seen in the public comments, you can even send
private message,
similar to what people are sending. Yeah.
Like I say, they waited till the year, and then by law, they said they can finish me, and they did do. They didn't, not even a thank you, just pay me what I was due, what I accumulated for that year off, and they paid me. Which, to be honest with you, one for the fact I had a little bit of savings, I'd have been out on the street.
Yeah. Well, sorry to hear about that situation, Steve, and hopefully, you can sort something out in the future.
But there might be a question in the future, Sandro.
Yeah. So thank you very much for that question, Karen. It was a really good question for you, for Steve. From you. Yeah, and the next. Sorry.
So just to finish that question, I'm still a little bit bitter about that. Really, about work after 28 years. Thank you, Karen. Anyway, thank you.
Okay, so next question here is from Darren.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And according to Darren, what are your hobbies apart from doing physio to people with stroke? Yeah, so this question is for me, Steve. Yeah, what are your hobbies apart from doing physio to people with stroke? Darren, apart from doing physio, I also fly drones, camera drones, by the way, so I like flying in the sky and filming, the horizon, filming the terrain. I like mountain ranges. I like contour of the land. I like different landscapes. So I fly my drone and just do filming, and then I also like editing. I edit this movies and put the background music in it, and I'm happy doing that. You know, I like it, and that's how we come into this talk show. You know, because of this hobby I got.
Go back to the drones, right?
Yeah.
Is it? So if I want a drone, is it expensive? What do I got to get one?
Yeah. I use a DJI drones. You know, Mavic Pro. I also have a Phantom 4 drone. Yeah, they can be expensive, Steve. You know, for a beginner. You know, I think a Mavic Pro costs £1,300, something like that.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so yeah, it's not for beginners really. You know,
expensive hobby then.
Yeah. But
what's the distance you can fly? If you had one here, would it be able to?
Yeah, it can fly as far as 7 kilometers. You know,
it's about
5 miles. Yeah, about 5 miles.
So how do you? I take it on the remote control. Someone got a video screen, so you
I use my phone. This phone, I use this, you know, as the screen, right. You know, for the video, so I can see what drone is seeing.
Maybe one video later on, we can go out and show people how. I'll see that as well.
What I'll do is I'll show a little bit of clip, you know, right now, you know, so people can see how it's like, you know. So watch this. Thank you very much, Darren, for that question.
Thank you, Sam. What's your name?
Darren.
Thank you, Darren.
Thank you. Yeah, it was very kind of you to ask me that question. You know, normally you ask people ask questions about Steve.
They're fed up hearing me now, Sandra. They want to hear about you.
They want to know about me. You know, so
that's right. Though.
Give you a little bit of idea who I am and what I'm like. You know. So we have a last question here from Drake. And I think Drake asked the same question. I mean, asked question as well from last time, Steve. You know, but Drake did a follow-up question here. Drake must love football because it's about football, Steve.
I spoke to Drake.
So according to Drake, who do you think who will win the football premiership? And you're far away, Steve. I think this question is for you.
For me, well, I support a team called West Bromwich Albion, and if you don't know nothing about football, we are brilliant. We win the league every year. If you do know something about football, you know I'm lying because we're rubbish. Mm-hmm. So I always wanted West Brom to win the league. We've got no chance. But I think my team to win it this year is Manchester United. Mm-hmm. Very simple. I think they spend a lot of money. Manchester United.
Mm-hmm. So that's your team, Steve.
Yeah. That's the team who I think is going to win. But I want West Brom to win it, but they're not going to win it. Mm-hmm. But Man U.
Is that where Rooney is? Yeah.
Manchester. No, Rooney's left now. He's gone to Everton.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm not really into football, you know, but I know Steve is.
So
I don't know anything about football. All I know is that there's Rooney there.
No, he's left.
And I heard about Man United. I've heard about that, but I don't really watch it.
Man U are famous all around the world, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think they're going to win the league. They've got rid of Wayne Rooney. He's bought a player for 95 million.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Lukaku.
So they made money. They made money by selling Rooney somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I think they got rid of him for free, but they saved money on the wages. He's on 300 grand a week.
Oh my goodness.
So
maybe Rooney can spare some of his
money to us,
you know, to sponsor some of our shows. Steve.
Yeah, God, dear.
Yeah, hopefully. So if there's anybody out there who knows Rooney and maybe if he's happy to fund some of our campaign.
Our next talk show could be from California.
We'll put a little banner here. Thank you, Ronnie, for the sponsorship.
Yeah. So I think, like I said, easy question. I support West Brom. I want them to win the league, but they're not going to win it. It'll be Manchester United.
Manchester United.
Yeah, thank you, Drake.
Yeah, thank you, Drake, for that question. Very kind of you. And thank you all the guys who asked questions here. You know, and also especially for Martin who made that comment, a wonderful comment. You know.
Thank you, Martin.
Well, we'll see you again next time.
Thank you very much. Bye now.
Bye.